guess what? This is why I create a time capsule. You don't know how long it's been since my last video, do you? You don't. This is why I make this. Because this is my way to heal and have as much time as I need to make sure I'm properly aligned when I do actually see you. So it's been probably 4 weeks since I made my last video to you. And there's many reasons why. Remember I told you it was going to be a 3 week period after I made the initial contact, realized the memory. There's a 2-3 week period I had before I had a sweet spot to either contact you or kind of go dormant for a little while. So obviously I had to go dormant with my case. So good news, my DUI charges got dropped. So on my birthday, May 16th, well, day after my birthday, my DUI charges got dropped. So now I'm just fighting the misuse 911 and resisting arrest, which really look really silly. So I've had some movement on that. And the reason why I felt like for the last 2 weeks I wanted to come on and say hi again, but I want to make sure I get the subconscious signals first. I don't want it to be out of conscious fear. So you were in my dream last night. I woke up without my alarm. That's when I know the messages are really important for my subconscious. And there was clear signs that you were ecstatic about me approaching you again. You were ecstatic about me talking to you. You were ecstatic about hearing about how I feel. It looked on your face. So this is how the dream went. You're with your husband, but he wasn't your husband. It was just another character. There was another character in the dream that was the energy of as if he owned you. And we were friendly. But when he found out who I was, he got hostile. And he never made any physical movements. He was a presence in a chair that just sat there. He didn't move. So that's how I knew, I knew I was dreaming. So then I started doing the lucid dream work and basically confessed my love to you in front of him. And it was written on your face, but you were putting on an image for him because you didn't want to hurt him. So then I was more friendly with him, showing him that I'm his buddy. I'm not an enemy. And so I was being friendly, showing him my compassion and my forgiveness and all this stuff. I'm not mad. I'm just showing him that I am an open heart and that I'm here just to clear my own subconscious, which is tell you how I feel. If you don't feel the same way, okay. You tell, I know if you're lying, right? I could see it. I see everybody now. And so, I was able to tell you. I was able to have an experience that I've told you now, in person. So now I can pop back into the tech. Because now, tree falls in the forest doesn't make a sound. I'm technically contacting you right now. It's just on an energy emotional level. I'm reaching out and making a phone call right now. So you're probably sleeping or with your kids, so there may be energy in the next hour that reminds you of me. This is how I'm slowly coming back into the picture, because this was always our picture. And I've gone through my own initiation process to take this role, to have this role for humanity. So the dream was, I told you how it felt. I told you that I wanted to revisit where we were at. You were very much in your facial expression with me, very much on the same page with me. Yet there was that energy in the past that you're looking at, like you're afraid to let go of. So that's when I was communicating more with the image of the guy. Trying to be more about, I'm your brother, like I'm your buddy, like I'm not here to end anything. I'm not here to ruin anything. So I think that was really positive for me. And I haven't been getting up early like this in a while. Like it's 7:20 right now. I haven't woke up on my own in a while. So this was like a really great. I just got this new job, and the new job is going to help me totally settle in and start making. Oh yeah, I also negotiated something with my parents, so I'm staying here at the house now. And I'm able to work and pay for my rent, and I don't have to go anywhere as long as I make my payments. So like that's one thing, like I'm now in the path that I can literally get back to you within a month, 2 months, however long like I can do it. So now I turn this on to keep myself attuned to myself so that I can show you my pathway. Because part of my love story for you, remember, is the time capsule, is the pathway to you, back to you. I've already released a lot of stuff on my story in the last month about how I'm returning to London. I'm returning with a security team. I'm returning with an entourage. And we're going to set up a spiritual center. So I'll be returning with other people, like that the city doesn't know. So then the city meets me again, and I have all these people around me already. And they're already like fully briefed on what we're doing there. And they're all like kind of like lifetime warriors. Like they're going to be recruited. And you see, I talk to the tech first about what I'm creating, and then I allow the tech to bring me the people, because the people are controlled by the tech. So I had to wait patiently until the technology was at a certain place. Okay, now I come online, now my videos, I know subconsciously, are reaching the people. That's one reason why I went back and looked at the timeline of you uploading those pictures. Like you uploading that picture, or maybe it was him, I don't know, to AI, triggered my memory. Like I look back at the timestamps, like, and you haven't posted anything on Instagram new. So that tells me that you don't actively use that account. So it's been 3 months now. Like, if you're not posting anything in 3 months, like, I don't think it's because you guys figured out that I was maybe watching your accounts. Like, that's him on his own. I don't think you know about this. So that's why it just takes time before a dream is going to pop up. So I had to wait patiently, but I had to arrange my life so that I can get up there. So, like, I had to negotiate with my parents first. Now that's all settled. Now I'm here. Now I got a new job. I'm working my new job 4 days a week. I can do it 5 days a week. And I like my new job. I'm working with ground soldiers. So I'm working with, and then I'm basically going to recruit people out of this job, because it's like, I'm going to get loyal street people. I'm going to get loyal street people. I'm going to build with their energy for about 8 months and then get up there, hopefully with a group. I mean, I'll come alone if I have to, but I'm pretty sure I'm all set with this plan. I'm pretty sure my first day of work, I found 2 people in my entourage. One in my entourage and one in my security team. So, Because, like, I'm really educating everybody around me about the realm we live in. Like, it don't matter. Like, so, like, this, having this time capsule with you is, like, my personal, intimate thought connection to my purpose on the planet. Like, so then this is how it works. Like, I haven't contacted you in this thing for, like, over a month. This is how we're going to be able to reverse engineer and look back after a year of doing this, how it affected us. Because all these videos are time-stamped. We know exactly the time and date. If you know different events that happen around these times as you backdate the year. See, like, having that dream gives me physical memories now. I now have physical memories I can't take back of what the guy's face looked like when he found out, what your face looked like when you found out, your energy of your body when you found out. You could tell your body was ecstatic, but your face was confused. You could tell, like, your energy of your heart was like, oh, reminder. But then you couldn't move into my field, which makes me have to do the work in a slower dream, which is here. I have to process myself in a slower movement of a dream, which is just what we think is real life. It's when we wake up. Because part of the subconscious is like the work I've done. I won't get paid till next week, but my head's above water right now for what I owe. So as soon as my subconscious gets, oh, I'm above water, I don't owe anybody, like, I'll start to expand. If I'm below water, I'm kind of like drowning in my own emotions in my dreams, and I can't make progress. So now that I subconsciously pop my head above water, now I have my own job, my family's not going to take my house away, I can get back to you at my own pace. I don't have to rush, thinking that, like, you're in trouble. Now I have the dream. It happens by accident. That has now changed my entire reality after I woke up. Because I got a download of memories that's connected to a present timeline. I was able to process past memories in the now space to create a different future than a repeated past. So, now I go deeper. You know, now I look more into how I might be able to reach you. Because it's been 2 months now since, like, his account got deleted. Like, he probably might have forgot. Oh, he got away with it. He's thinking he's got away with it. Because I did delete some London people off of my story so I can't see it. I don't care. I don't want to take the risk. And now I am in a situation where I can really go deep into my psychic senses here. Because remember, I'm also, like, kind of learning too, like, or remembering too, like, we're in a whole new realm, like, we're inventing something. I also, during this time of not making videos, like, I was able to fine tune in the last year what has kept me from London. Once I started going public, this random girl that was watching my videos, that's from London, contacted me and started talking to me, asking me about blockchain, talking to me about stuff. She ended up giving me a bunch of money to help her with blockchain. And long story short, I ended up gambling all of her money. Like, I gambled all of her money. Like, because she's like, oh, here, take it. I don't know what to do with it. I trust you. And at the time, I was like, not gambling. So I was like, oh, like, now I have a chance to make money with a big chunk of money using my blockchain trading skills. And then I'm going to get up to London with that money. Well, I realized that this woman was a manifestation of you. Like, It's almost like the same type of energy too. Like I never met her before, but I didn't really even know about you yet. Like I didn't like look back at the memory yet. So I'm like interacting with this woman, trying to work with this woman business wise to easily get back to London because of the money. And within like a few months, I sabotaged the whole thing and put all the money down to zero. Like she doesn't even have more money to get. Like, so I put her in the situation where now she's got no money. And now, as a shaman, I'm like, oh my God, like I can't hide this. Like I can't hide this. This is part of my story. I was like, fuck. I was like, I'm going to have to write a bounty for myself. So like I have to write a bounty for myself and then allow her to judge me. Because like I don't even accept what I did, right? Like I technically, in a way, like went against my agreement with her and cashed out her own money that I was supposed to be overlooking. But I told her I had gambling problems. I told her she needs to keep the money on her wallet. And then she just like was like aloof for like a while and just never got around to like following up with me after I kept reaching out and said, hey, you gotta take this money. Like you gotta do it. You know, she's like somewhat unconsciously, I don't know what to do with it. I'm getting money. I don't know what to do with it. Here, you take it. Like, so like we got tied up in that. And then I gambled all the money. I was sitting around for 2 months, 3 months. Now I find out your memory. Then I'm like, oh my God. Now I look at her. I was like, oh my God. She was a manifestation of your energy that I hadn't cleared. And that's why I gambled, because I can't get up there. I can't get there. Like, it was just, then I realized, like, oh my God, now I was able to approach that relationship so much more differently in the last 2 months. And that one, she ended up texting me out of the blue, which set me on a little trigger. And I told her, I said, listen, there's no money for a year. I said, I can only pay you in that Pi coin. Like, because like I can't deal with dollars. Like I start glitching. Like, because I know I could just go get my billion-dollar account out. So I'd rather spend time on that, but it has to be political. So yeah, the best thing for me to right now is to process that dream, because it's kind of the first dream I've ever had in the last 2 months. And you definitely wanted to come with me. Your energy, your but he was in the chair sitting there like I'm in my chair sitting there. Right? So I'm looking at myself, talking to your husband, which is me. Talking to the emotions and mental energy of your husband, letting him know who I am, letting him know that I'm not a scary person. I'm not here to crush his world. I'm here to enhance everything going on, because we're all one person here, all of us, everybody here is one person. We're shedding skin, we're shedding into the universe, we're creating, we're constantly shedding. That's how I'm psychic. I pick up on people's shedded memories. So as they shed into the skin, I breathe it in. As they shed their skin into the air, the wind brings it to me. I breathe it in. I now have a memory replay of their last 7 years. If they're not on a path to be a co-creator of their play, they're just replaying. So if they're replaying, I can predict them very easily. If they're not replaying, they're like me, unpredictable, because I'm not playing out a tape. I'm creating the tape on every beat. So now as my shed skins, the replay is not what the past is. Because I'm technically working a job I've never worked ever in my life. Like, how could it be the past? So going into it, I know that. So now I'm poking through and changing work reality for everyone there. Because I'm going to come in and be a different personality. Right? They all walk a certain way because that's their program, because they're walking and work every day. Now I walk in, I don't have to be there. I can come in and come out, not be there, not be there. So I'm changing like that energy of subconscious like normalcy. Felker, so great to see you. Seriously. Oh my God. Like I feel now I have this adrenaline or this like, energy high for probably 2-3 weeks, on the memory of this dream. This is how like I'm going to heal people without substances, because I'm going to get them to do lucid dreaming, and then you can like literally breathe in a lucid dreaming high for fucking weeks. Just the memory of what you experienced in your dream. It's no different than if you experience something great in this dream and you want to just keep like remembering it. Like, so I cultivate these experiences for people. They have a scene show up based on their subconscious. I don't have to like visualize it for them. I guide them into relaxing so that they can allow the visualization to come up that they need, that their subconscious is going to give them. Then I help them interpret the signals based on their conscious conversation with me, because I know like what the signs, what the set means. I know what the scenes mean, whether it's light or nighttime or all that stuff. Like if it's morning, if you're at home, if you're at work, like if you're in a car, driving, not driving, like I know the interpretation of like these little signals. But then they put the characters in place, because the signals are a reflection of the characters in their life. So only the person knows the characters. This is why I reach people instantly on 1-2 sessions, because it's like, oh, how does he know that? How does he know everything about my life? I just met him. Like, right? I win that right out of the gate. They trust me right away. So then, they'll immediately come back, to see what I'm up to, but not to depend on me. And when they see what I'm up to, that's what elevates my subconscious status in people thinking that I'm the judge. Because we're all the judge. That judge up there in the room is a trick. What I'm going to be doing is starting to take the courtrooms off of the land. People won't be able to walk in there anymore. And I'm creating a digital courtroom so that wherever we are, we're in it. So if you're in a courtroom, like, you can't get all fucking crazy, right? And go yell at somebody and fucking try and like strangle them. Like, you'd really be in trouble, because you got cameras and like they'll just take you right behind the door. Like, so I'm creating that energy everywhere. And it's going extremely well. So that dream was definitely fucking celebrate this championship for me in my dream. Because it's not easy just to fucking have a dream of deep, deep shit. Especially when you're alone in the journey. Like, if I had someone else guiding me, helping me, like, I'd probably have a dream within a week. But I'm alone on this, and it's not easy to record my own voice and play it back, because, like, it's not in the moment, right? Like, I'm not hearing, like, a voice box. I'm hearing electronic fucking thing. I'm not hearing someone's voice vibrating. Even if I'm doing it live stream and you hear my voice through the electronic box, the vocal box is still vibrating somewhere in space at the same time. So it's a little different. I'm going to relax for a minute or two with no talking. Enjoy the rest of this. I felt so close to you, like we were touching. Like we didn't touch, actually. You were about 5 feet away from me the whole time, which is funny because that's the energy body distance. So we never entered each other's energy body in the dream, which is important because I'm really connecting with you. I'm connecting with your psychic self. That's why we didn't come into each other's energy field. And I didn't come into his energy field. I had a mental and emotional connection, and you were physically present, but I didn't have a physical connection. Like, I couldn't move in space in the dream. Okay? Like, I was stuck in space in the dream interacting. Right? Like, I'm a lucid dreamer. Like, If I wanted to walk around, I could. I wasn't timed to. Like, that's the message. Like, so when you have the dream, it happened like that. Boom. That dream went away. So this is how it works. I said I wasn't going to talk. So I do need to enjoy the end of this without my voice box. So I'm sitting there, but I can't interact. He's sitting, you're standing. Okay? It means that he's stuck in place, you're ready to move. Okay? Like, every position has a sign. You know, I can't move in space, and I'm sitting. I'm at a lower level also. So that's the way it works. The woman is the true authority here. She's the access to the memories, not the man. That's why the women groups in the native cultures, they get together and they make the major decisions in this culture. Because they have the access to the psychic fucking memory. They're water. They are the water. We have to cycle our water to become it. The woman just is it. Like men have to cycle their water to become it. That's why we're seated, you're up. So then, you were somewhat confused. You didn't know what was going on. You didn't know why we were sitting next to each other. Like, I was kind of with him first, and then you came into the room. Okay? And then you were like, oh, why are these two men sitting next to each other? Like, you were confused of why we were why we were near each other. And then, within like 5 seconds in the dream, I transfer you a bunch of information telepathically. Now he looks at you, we all look at each other. Within 5 seconds, you know why I'm in the room. So the whole dream was probably like 3-4 minutes, okay, of my memory of what happened in the dream. But let's just say there was a camera filming me in my bed while I'm sleeping for 7 hours. If you were to say the dream happened along that timeline, like the dream itself happens in like 3 seconds. So my 3-4 minutes of experience happened in actual 3 seconds of actual linear time in this realm's like dimension. This is why when I wake up into the realm, now I get the leakage of the DMT that came out of my pineal gland into my bigger brain, and now gave it like a juice of neuron like fuel. So I gave myself a little boost in my brain through that dream, where now I wake up, and like my first 5-10 seconds I remember my whole dream. My whole dream was how long of time? Okay, but it only took a certain amount of time for it to happen, right? Like, we have hundreds of dreams every time we go to sleep. The ones that most relevant for us to process, that's the one that shows up. So, this is why, like, the more, like, him deleting stuff off the internet and then defriending me from your accounts, like, I laughed because psychically I was like, oh my God. I was like, that's going to go under the surface and then bubble up hard. Like, because I was like, I better, take advantage. Which means like, oh, I need to be quiet. I need to go into the dreams because that's where it's going to blow up. Technically, it already has blown up there. So, like, now, that's what that is. He's in the chair. He's stuck. He's trying to be king, right? He's in the chair, stuck. He's in my chair. I saw him sitting in my chair. Like the room was a mix of, like, 5 different rooms, okay? This is how fucking shit works. He was sitting in my chair. Like, my fucking chair out there that I have in the middle of the portal, he was sitting in it. Like, all right? And he couldn't get out of it. He was stuck. And I was in another chair sitting and looking at him sitting in my chair. And I was offering the chair to him. I offered the chair to him, like, technically. By not talking to you again, I offered the chair to him. I'm offering the king chair. Like, yet he doesn't even know that he's king. He doesn't know how to be king. He wants to be king, but he doesn't know how to be a king. And that's how we're all fucked up. We're all like, oh, king, queen, like, oh, you're my king, oh, you're my queen. Like, they want the language to be that. Thinking that king and queen and everyone else is, you know. But there really is only one true king. Because the only king is one for the people. That's just the way it is. Like, it's part of the language of the heart. So they use the mental and the physical energy, but they can't, like, the emotional energy is the sun moving through the air. Like, they can't change the sun moving through the air with mental and physical energy. That's why me as an emotional being here, I can change the movement of the sun in the air because I'm in this body. That's why, like, when I really started to realize, like, the yoga power, and then I'm like looking back at, like, my hockey career and, like, what I did already, and I realized, like, I've already been doing yoga. So I went into being a yoga teacher because I'm like, I want to get into the profession that I'm already doing, and I want to have more validity for this character, because in hockey there was no validity for my yoga character. Like, I'll give you an example. The second last year I played at the rookie dinner in the AHL, the rookies have to go and do, like, a little skit and impersonate one of the vets as a joke. So, great. One of the guys gets up there and impersonates me. I'm one of the vets. And he goes, guys, we're all one person here. We're all one. We're all one person. All of us here. We're all together. We're all one. We're one person. Like that, so he's being over the top like that and hanging, like, we're all connected. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it was funny. It was funny. We're all laughing. And I was like, I never knew that I was perceived that way. Like, I wouldn't have been able to tell that, like, these guys might see me this way. And I was afterwards, I'm like, oh my God. I was like, as a hockey player, knowing what I've been through, and knowing the rookie initiations that I've gone through, and now I'm in a pro situation, I'm changing the way rookie nations happen, right? This is my way to change it. I knew it. I was like, so now I'm at a brand new AHL team that nobody knows me as a vet. I'm coming into my first year as a vet, and this is a rookie doing this. And I'm sitting there in the back of my mind going, I'm only playing because I'm trying to leave. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, I can leave now. I was like, I've completed my mission. I was like, if that's how I'm seen, that's perfect. Like, that's what I need. Like, that's like, I was like, I don't need to keep playing. I was like, that's all I need. After 7 months, 6 months or whatever of the season, and me keeping to myself a lot, and that is how the guys see me, like, it's like, boom, that's the rep I need to leave. Because then I went into being a yoga teacher. Boom. Now it's like, okay, now I come back to hockey. It's like, oh, we don't want him here. Well, what? Why? Like with that, especially now with what's going on. So now I can come in and now I can start my own league. Literally, I'm starting a new league. That's how it works. We don't change the NHL. We just create a new league, and everyone leaves that league and goes to the new league. Right? You don't have to worry about changing tradition and all that shit. So I now am now Barry Bettman or whatever. Is that his name? Barry? Yeah. I'm now like the Barry Bettman guy and the NHLPA rep guy at the same time. I'm both reps because I'm making a league that's for the players. Like, you know what I mean? Instead of negotiating with the owners to change the league to make it better for the players are just going to create a new league. And then the owners are going to be somewhat forced to buy into part of the teams in their city. So they won't have full ownership of their own team anymore. They'll have the opportunity to be part owner of the new team in the city. And then if they choose to have that opportunity, then they can carry over the team name and shit like that. And this emblem. So that people feel it's still familiar to them. But if the owner doesn't want to carry over, you just create a brand new emblem, name, and you just have the whole city vote on something. Then, like, see, like, I take this position because I can hold the space of getting the NHLers to do it, to abandon ship. If I'm a B player, like, they're not going to abandon ship. Because now you have to create what? You have to create a trophy. You have to create this iconic image that everyone wants to win. You know what I mean? So, like, the last 2 years, I've been subconsciously creating the subconscious identity of the winner, which is your fucking urine, your own fountain of youth. You drink out of the cup. They're tricking us because they're drinking the beer, you die. We piss in the cup, we drink the cup, we drink our own piss, we live forever. We never have to die. We drink out of the immortal cup. That's what it is. So all I do is make it the Stanley Cup, only it's gold. It's not a silver cup, it's a gold cup. You make the cup is exactly the same as the Stanley Cup. And you make it that big too, even though it starts year one. You know what I mean? You make it huge like that. And now it's gold. It's a fucking gold cup. So we all raise. That's how you make it the same. The subconscious memory is the same. Because I want to raise that cup too. I want to raise it like that. But I want to raise the correct one. The correct grammar one. That's why I also have to tell you this. Like, I'm a direct family descendant of the Stanley family. I'm a direct blood descendant on my mother's side of the Stanley family back in the late 1800s. It literally says it. Like my mother's birth mother. Mother's. My mother's birth mother's mother, or birth mother's mother, was the widow of John Stanley, which looks like is part of the Stanley family. So that would mean that I am the cup, right? Stanley donated the cup to amateur players, okay? He donated it to amateur Canadian players in the late 1800s. And in the early 1900s, a year after he died, it was now so popular that it was now only for adults. And now the adults, it was for the adults championship. So the adults literally stole it from the kids. This is why London happens. Like, I'm the fucking cup. This is why my NHL goal, my first NHL goal, I go into the fucking net. I went into the net after I scored. I went fucking into the net. Like, I always thought about that later. I was like, what the fuck does this mean to, like the energy of everything? And I just realized in the last month, during this downtime of our time capsule, I'm the fucking cup. Like, everyone is chasing me, like my blood, like literally. Because it's a trauma. They stole it from the kids. It's an energy subconscious. We all don't even know that. That's why there's no NHL. The biggest fucking story in town is the London Knights. Who's there? Me. I'm winning. I won the Stanley Cup that year. Technically, that was a Stanley Cup. Right? Because they stole from amateur players. So we all raised the cup, the Stanley Cup that year. So I won 2 trophies in 1 year. I won the Stanley Cup and the Mem Cup. And I'm the Iron Man. So I'm literally the only one who played every single game. And I was on a game where London played against me. This is why I'm the trophy. I'm the guy on both sides, the losing side and the winning side. But I get no credit for being on the losing side. I get all the credit for being on the winning side. And now, so like, that's why I realized, like, after I kind of scored my NHL goal, like, after I got in there for a second year, like, I didn't want to stay. I would have been chasing literally myself. I'm running out there chasing around the puck. I'm chasing myself because everyone's iconically wants the Stanley. I'm the fucking blood of Stanley. So that's why I double back to confirming my memories that I'm meant to create a new league. Because as I tell this story, people find out, oh my God, he's Stanley. Like, I'm Stanley. I didn't win Stanley. I am Stanley. I won Stanley because I went through the child ritual. Because I paid my dues and stayed there. So, like, I don't even know how you fucking tell this story. I only did some stuff on my timeline, like, picture of my family tree, but it validates so much of my life, like going back to 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, like everything, shit I used to think about, like as a kid, like the psychic stuff. So, like, yeah, I was, the scene started, you came through like a screen door, and it seemed like you were coming from the outside, coming inside, but then we were sitting outside. So it was like the doorway was just a gateway. I was seated. He was seated. He was seated in my chair, but he knew he wasn't supposed to be there. And I was allowing him to sit in my chair because I want to get to know him. Like, I want to get to understand what's going on there with him, why he did this. Like, that's where I'm at. I'm trying to understand the processing behind this. Because I'm studying everybody here, right? I'm the cup. I'm studying everybody that drinks out of me. I'm studying them. There's always a winner. Oh, someone always deserves me. There's never not a loser. This is why, like, what's going on in the OHL with Hamilton, like, we need, like, Hamilton to kind of not do well. Because they went, like, 12-0 first 3 rounds? Now they're down 2-1, so that's good. So now, like, they've only lost as many games as we lost in that year. So, like, there's all this, like, energy that confirms, like, that, because, like, if there's not, like, the blood energy is just a subconscious thing because everyone's thinking about Stanley. They think of it as Stanley. Like, in my body, in my memory, like, my great-great-grandmother is a widow. She's a widower. So who do you think takes care of the widowers? The fucking brothers. So that means that maybe there was like an unofficial something going on there with actual Stanley. You know what I mean? Like the actual, whatever his first name is. Lord. Like, it's just a Lord, right? He doesn't even have a first name. It's the whole family. So, it don't even matter. So, like, if it's a widower, because it says widower of John Stanley, like, and my undercover fucking name is John. And I created that myself back when I was in high school. So it's all great news. Like, I kind of was thinking about you too when I woke up. I was like, seeing you like in person, like fucking, my God, like I was actually just talking to my work friend how I'm totally absent, like not with anyone, not trying to get with anyone, because he's like talking about girls. And then I have a dream with you in it, and I feel like I'm next to you, and I'm like, oh my God, I just fucking want to just totally be with you. Like I'm not even, I'm trying to like help the women that are around me that I see in the world with how they feel about men by being like, you know, friendly and stuff like that. But I definitely am like, I don't want to get involved with anything. I want to be involved with you. So like, I've been having a hard time turning this on because I'm like, when do I do this like big presentation for you? Because I'm like, I haven't been around for 6 weeks. Where is he? Like, how did you know? Like, you're just gonna watch the last video, then watch the next one. You might have watched them back to back, and all of a sudden, boom! It's been 6 weeks, and you got all this new info, and we got so much more to talk about. That's why, like, when we meet up, like all the shit that we have to talk about. Like, and then we grow into the future. Like, for a while there, I'm like, oh, maybe I'm not meant to see her. Maybe I'm meant to, like, meet someone around here and build something up around here. Like, and it takes me one fucking night before my dreams make sure they catch me and bring me back into time capsule. Because my fucking dick is so hard right now. Like, this is, like, healthy for me and healing. Like, when I get anxiety and stuff, like, and I jerk off, I'm not even hard. You know, I'm limp. So it's embarrassing. It feels embarrassing because I don't even have any blood flow in there. But I'm like fucking, I have a massive heart out right now. It's just because I'm thinking about, now I have the fresh memory processing of being literally next to you in person. Like, you're fucking right there. Like, you're right there. And you wanted to fucking jump on me. You wanted, like, once you found out, but like, there's all this energy, like, you didn't want to do it in front of him. Because that's the kind of person you are. And that's why I love you so much. Like, because, like, that's a little, like, because I was thinking, I was like, we don't have any pictures of us kissing. Like, that's, like, part of, like, our trauma together. Like, because watching my parents kiss, I'd get uncomfortable. Like, because my parents didn't do it. Like, so, like, nobody coached us. So, like, that's why us doing it together is the healing part. Like, my dick is so hard. I love this. I love that my dick is so hard. Like, it's healthy because, like, it's now pushing the blood flow into the sensation at the top. I don't have to grab the top. And I can just breathe. Because I always wanted to come without touching myself and just have a boner and just watch it come out. I always wanted to have that strong of control over my breath to where, like, because I've seen that in porn, like, guys do that, and I was like, oh my God, what the fuck, how's he doing that? You know, but they probably use drugs and shit, like, but, so, okay, let me finish processing the dream, because I only have about another 15 minutes before I gotta get ready for work. So he's in the chair. I'm somewhat celebrating him being in the chair. Like, I'm like, thank you, man. Thanks for. I was like, but you know, your time's up. Like, I gotta let her know. Like, you know, I gotta let her know. But I just want to make sure everyone's safe. I'm taking the appropriate time, so that, you know, you can. If you're gonna stumble and do something dangerous, you're gonna do something dangerous to yourself, not anyone else around you. Like, that was important because, like, I had to remove myself for so long. So now I can enter back in more psychically. Because now you kind of came through. It was kind of like we were cheating and then you came through an accident and caught us. Like that was like you were just walking in. You were just walking into your normal life, like you're walking to come home from an errand, and then all of a sudden there's this new person in your house with your husband. And it was like a reaction as if it was a woman, because it was like, oh, he's cheating on me, right? Because then it's reflected, because really, like, he cheated on you, but he didn't really cheat on you by sleeping with someone else. He cheated on you by removing you from sleeping with someone that he knew you were in love with. So maybe doing it to protect you. Oh, he hurt her. He's in love with her. So like now I need to like heal her. Maybe he's doing it because he's scared. Oh, I don't want her to go back to him because I love her. Like there could be several reasons. So like only ourselves knows the perspective of the reason. And if we don't know, we're confused, then well, that helps me because I'm the guy that helps you not get confused, because I cultivate a space around you to be comfortable so you can look in the mirror and have time. So he looked in the mirror, had time, and he sent a message to me. He said, "Okay, I need help. Like I need to unburden myself of this." So he calls me in. I'm in the dream now. I wake up. He's in my chair. What the heck? Someone's in my chair. What the heck? Someone's in my chair. Oh, you walk in. Oh, I know who that is now because you're there. See, it didn't look like him. He was just a random person. It's like, oh, someone's in my chair. I don't know who this is. Like, and then you walk in. Oh, I know who this is now. Now I start interacting with him, and now I start psychically talking to him as if I know who he is. And I was like, listen, like this is my lover right here. Like you've been looking after her, and I appreciate you looking after her, but like she's my lover, and like I gotta tell her a few things right now. So now I look at you, I tell you a few things, like psychically, you get them. You just have a facial expression. Your facial expression tells me everything. It tells him everything. He knows, but he's comfortable because he's in my chair, right? So like he doesn't want to get up and hit me because he's in the chair, right? So he was able to absorb the information of it happening, and he wasn't violent. Nobody was violent. And then you're there, you want to jump my bones, but you can't jump onto me because I'm not sitting in my chair, right? And you're not jumping onto him because you know he's an imposter sitting in the chair now. So you don't want to run over and jump on me because remember, I'm just a character of all. I'm all characters. You want to jump on the chair. You want to jump on the king, the blood, like the blood link. So there's some blood link with us. So then I basically let you know, like, it'll be our next meeting, like, because like you two need to be alone now with my chair, and you need to understand how like that process works. Because now I remove myself. Now you guys are having the time. He had the time with the mirror alone because I didn't reach out to you. He did that for 6 weeks. He's got the mirror alone. Now you come into the equation. You walked into the mirror while in the mirror. So now I step out. You guys are going to have your time with the mirror alone now for probably a month. And I'm going to do time capsule now again. Because now your conversations every day are affected by this. And now I get to fucking jerk off with a boner again. Because the last month, I do the porn and I dip into the porn and I do all this negative jerking off. Now I can think about you in this dream in your face in the chair. And you're like right there. And you're ready to fucking reach out. And I'm ready to reach out, but we can't yet because of time. So we have to go through another month of time before I can even maybe process a dream again. And now I'm going to get to fucking bust a load this morning. Thinking about you just waking up and just reaching over and grabbing me. Thinking, oh yes, like just waking up out of the dream, in the dream, to have the dream sex. Like that's the lovership. Like that's you're waking up, going to sleep, waking up, going to sleep. The baby's developing in your fucking body. That's your lover. It's not the man next to you. It's the fucking child growing. So then, like, now I enter the scene. You already have your boys. Now we enter into immediate lovership. Like, we are automatically dreaming and sleeping and dreaming and sleeping, having sex, like, without trying. Like, I have a boner all day, every day. Like, you know, like, and it's healthy for me to have the boner all day, every day. Like, I walk around with a boner. Like, it's part of, like, now the naturalness of the blood flow of now I have blood down there. I can start breathing. I don't have to try, right? Because my anxiety was that I couldn't get boners. Like, so now you're healing me from that. But now, like, it's just like, oh, fuck yes. Like, yes, I saw you. Like, I have an imprint of your face, like, close to me now. Like, I can feel your breath. I can feel, like, the wind in the room. You know, I felt compassion for him sitting in my chair. You know, and then just seeing you walk in, look surprised, like it's like you at the bar seeing me for the first time, or you at the bar, like that's the look. That was the look I just repeated for myself. So I got you, or like me when I approached you at the bar, you like look over, you look up at me, like, oh hi, who is this? Like, you know, like I have that imprint now. It's like that same imprint. You're like, oh, you're back, but it's not like if you're like, oh, you're back. Oh, it was like an excitement. You're back in London. And the feeling was that like it was in London, like the situation. Like I said, it was like the set was a lot of places. We were outside, but there was a doorway. But it was like you were coming home, like to your house. He was in my chair though. I was sitting in just a random chair, and it was nighttime. So there was a, you know, element of darkness there, a mystery. And it was like you walked in like you were walking home, and it was like, oh, first reaction was like you caught him cheating on you with a woman. Like I was technically a version of a woman at first glance, but then when you saw who the person was, you saw that it was me, then you obviously saw me as a man. Now you're like, why is he here? What's going on here? And then now you're kind of like looking to your husband for information. Now you get the information because you have to explain why he's here. His explanation is like, I faked a message. I told him to go away, as if I was impersonating you. Now you look back to me after he said that. Now I'm telling you everything that I feel and was hiding even back then, because you never even saw the last message, which was sent by me in the tech. So it exists. It still exists somewhere. But I never took a screenshot of it, which is part of like now it's in the dream space. So now the dream happened because I didn't take a picture of it, because if I had a picture of it, I might approach you with the picture, right? But I can't approach you with the picture because you have to do something on your side to see it. So I have to access you through the dream. So now you get that information, you look back at me, you're ecstatic because you thought I left, and then you've been drowning in whatever you're drowning in thinking about that. Whether it's either uplifting or, you know, you just physically, I can't be there. Like, what the fuck? That's fucked up. Now you can't leave the country if you have a vaccine. Like, this is what the system is designed to do to us all. Like, so I come in knowing it's doing this to us all in 1885. I'm watching the signals program us because I want to be a filmmaker. Now, you know, the film is getting me off because you are the film. All right. I only have like 5 minutes, and I want to definitely masturbate to my dream, you in my dream. That memory, that fresh memory of you looking at me wanting to jump my bones. Like, you want to fucking jump all over me and fucking go crazy, yo. I saw it. I wanted you to. But we had to be appropriate. We're like the appropriate. That's why we're the king and queen. Because we're acting appropriately for the people in the room that's with us. Like, right? Like, we're not going to just, like, kind of do that because it's like, we're going to cultivate. If we're talking to other people and, like, there's people in the room and, like, there's an energy where us doing that will help them, okay, we do it because it's helping them. Because they need to feel like they're loved by association. Like, but if we're doing it and it's not helping the person, we don't do it. Like, that's an energetic thing. That's why, like, out in public in the bars with you, I wasn't all up about getting all up on you in front of my friends. I wasn't like fucking, oh yeah, this is my girl Kelly. This is the, oh yeah, grabbing you, fucking kissing your neck. Like, I wasn't doing that around all my friends. I didn't like that shit. But when we were alone, I remember I was very much like, trying to be doing this. So I want to reiterate how we are the fucking healing to the world around us. Oh, it's just in the language. That's why you're older than me, because like it was locked in place, right? The female. I'm the male coming in as the key to unlock the female, right? Like I can see it better because I came in later. Like that was probably like part of, my program to make it easier. You seriously, you're jumping my bones. You're like, what? He's back? Oh my God, I want to fucking ride him. That's what the look on your face was. You were like, oh my God, he's back. It was almost like immediate, him out of the way, and you were like, but you didn't want to run up on me. And we knew it, but I knew it. I'd be like, I'll see you later though. I'll see you later when I'm back in my chair. Well, I'm always in my chair. Remember, I am the chair. I created an extension chair to make people feel what it's like to sit inside my body. That's what the chair is, right? You sit inside the chair. It's like you sit inside the winner. I'm gonna fucking come all over the place. Like seriously, all over the place right now. All I'm thinking about is your face in my dream. That look in your eye. That little eyebrow, like once the surprise went away, and you're like, oh, what can I do with this? It was like the way you grabbed me. What can I do with this? Oh my God, what can I do with this? You can just be it. You can just be me. Be happy, me. Oh, queen bee. Because I was having a hard time like visualizing you the last month or two. That's why I was going to porn and stuff, and like, so like now, like this image, like I said, is gonna be a couple of weeks. Brand new, fresh image, not a picture, like a 3-dimensional fucking feeling. The image, like you're in person, like feeling, like breathing. We're breathing the same air, like right there in the room. It was almost like a cuck situation, like, this see, like, because probably subconsciously he has a fucking addiction of wanting to see you with someone, right? That's what the cuck fucking addiction is part. It's prying on our fucking parental, maternal orgasm energy of the parents having sex, like him watching us have sex probably is getting the thing that gets him off now in a way, because now he watches porn, he thinks about his wife with fucking big dick, like whatever, right? Like he wants to see the woman he loves, play pleasured. Because if he's not doing it, like how else are you getting it done? Like, and what are you gonna sit around and not get pleasured? Like that sounds terrible. So now here I am. Now I'm back in time space. I gave him the space at the mirror to be like, oh man, I can't please her, and I know it. I don't know what to do. I need help. Boom. He's sitting in my chair because he needs help. You don't need help. Just sit in the chair, bro. Like, your lady will come. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, you know what I mean? And now here I am. I'm performing for you again now, which is what all I want to do. 'Cause yeah, I was like, man, like, maybe I am gay. Because I called, like, my buddy again. I was, like, thinking about having sex with him again. And I'm like, I said, come on over. I said, but it has to be filmed. I said, we have to film it. Like, you know what I mean? I can't do it not filmed. But then, like, he's not here, He doesn't want to be filmed. It's my way of getting rid of him, because I'm like, I can't do it unless it's, like, part of the energy. Now that goes away. Now, like, it goes more for a week into, like, your husband energy. Now he's showing me the real film, which is you in my dream. That's the fucking real mirror. That's like me walking through the mirror and, like, I go look at my mirror, I walk through it, now I'm lucid dreaming. Like, that's what that is. So now here we are. I'm going to let's put you on your knees. I want to come on your face while you're smiling at me, like you looked at me when you saw me, wanted to jump my bones, like, right? You want me to come inside you. You want to feel me. You want to feel that throbbing, like, heart between your legs. Like, that's what it is. Like, that's my heart in between your legs. It's my throbbing heart. Like, that's why women and men, it's different. Like, but I do want to come on your face and then lick it up and then make out with you and then have more sex. Seriously, like, I come and then I'll just get harder and I'll have more sex. And I'll come and I'll get harder and I'll have more sex. Like, seriously. Like this is how it is. This is how, like, you know, like, it don't matter. We lay there forever. You know, there's no end. Like, it's not like, oh, the guy comes and ends. No. Like, that's not, like, I didn't know what was going on with me for a long time. That's why I was like, no woman can even, like, handle this because, like, they just want the sex. They don't want to be in love. And, like, so, like, that look on your face, you're in love. We're in love with ourselves. I just want to shower that love on your face. Look it up with you. And I'm doing exactly that. You know, because I need to switch the energy. Like, I was sitting, you were up. We need a switch of an energy. Like, right? Because, like, if I don't, I'm, like, remember, I want to be the one down. I want to be the bottom. Like, so I need to now be the top. I need to be aggressive on this one, on the thoughts on this one. I need to be the top. I need to, like, do what I want to be done to me, but with love, right? Like, just slap my dick in your face and just, like, tell you how, like, you know, just, like, you're just submissive. You don't have to think, like, I'm just, like, I'm having fun, feeling powerful, but you're giving me, it's power because you gave me the power. You know, you want to take it away, you can take it away at any time. So I never want to take it too far. So I always make sure. But then there you are. I'm like, you know, and I want to jerk it off onto your face. I don't want you to touch me yet. I just want you, like, just, like, 5 feet away, and I'm just going to squirt it 5 feet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of the energy. Like, because, like, well, that's how it is. Like, when I'm turned on, like, I could squirt it all the way across the fucking room. Like, one time, like, I wasn't even trying and it fucking did it. Like, that's how I'm like, oh my God, like, the yoga energy is really like that lover energy that I always was on the ice. So here we go. So I'm just going to stand up in place and you're on your knees now in place, playing with your tits and just, like, being sexy. And I'm going to fucking squirt it 5 feet away, right under your face and in your mouth. And that you just kind of play with your body. Oh, yes. And yeah, he's watching. He's sitting in the chair and he can't do anything. I'm just going to sit here 5 feet away. Fucking think about the last 15 fucking years. Just put all that friggin' power into a cannon of my beautiful love juice and just, like, shower you with my love. And he can't touch himself. He just has to watch. Oh, yes, you're going to get all of it. You're going to get all of it. Oh, yeah. You got that target out for me and you love it. You're breathing heavier. You're starting to pant and tongue getting wet, thinking about tasting me. Oh, yeah. I'm going to fire it hard, too. I'm going to make sure I get it there. amazing. You seriously look amazing. Oh. Yeah, you do. Oh, yeah. What? I know you do. I know you want to. I'm going to get all of it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah, I guarantee you felt that one psychically. Oh my God, you are loving it. You're just like rubbing it in, like, you want to crawl over me. Oh, oh, wow. Oh, oh, that's me licking it off your face. Energetically. This is actually you licking it. That's what it is. I'm connecting with you, enjoying it. Because, like, you need your time with the husband with that much space. I can't actively try and, like, touch you for a month now. You know, you just got my shower. You know, because remember, that's the seed. Those are the soldiers, like that. Those are the ones that can get in there. So then it's getting in there. Like, you're going to get in there. Like, you're going to get in, like, figure out, like, yourself, like, how this, like, reflects into you. Because the dreams aren't separate. Like, we all had the dream. Like, you all just didn't remember it. That's how it works. Like you didn't like consciously remember the dream. Like, Even if I tell you the dream, you're not going to consciously have them. You're going to visualize it your own way because I'm visualizing it for you by telling you a story. But you'll never get the same image and the same thing. So like, but when people meet in lucid dreams, everything's the same and they document it. Everything ends up being the same. The dream literally is the same. They're literally meeting in the fucking dream. It's just like the characters of the nodes too, like, because that person has had that many memories of looking in the mirror and seeing that face of their face. So I want to try and, like, you know, eventually long term we get a bunch of lucid dreamers, and then we get lucid dreamers that know lucid dreamers, but have those lucid dreamers not even know what they look like. And then meet in the dream world, and then afterwards be able to identify the face before even seeing the face in physical. That's how you're going to just prove to the whole fucking realm that this is real. While I'm sitting in my chair in one place, like in this house or in London's station. That was beautiful. Okay, now I really gotta